If you're a high-ticket coach, consultant, or agency owner, you've likely tried all sorts of things to get better social media growth. You might have hired that editor who's subpar, follow trends for days, hoping something sticks, or you might have even hired a WOP clip army. However, none of it seems to work. This is mainly because you're missing quality in your videos and have no proper social media growth strategy. Guys like Daniel Dalen, Maurits, and Rob the Bank all have incredible personal brands because they're not guessing, they're not chasing viral trends. They're running a system that makes their content look cinematic, intentional, and premium. And this works. They're getting incredible results because they're all utilizing premium repurposing. They're all converting their long-form content into these high-quality pieces of short-form content that have been tried, tested, and elevated to a high-quality standard, which is bringing them immense results. And you should take advantage of this strategy too. Now, why should you take my advice on this topic? I'm the founder of Destination Agency, a premium repurposing agency who creates repurposed videos like these creators to level up brands' reach and authority, bringing in more clients for your business. Our team has scaled the likes of Motivate the Mind to over 2 million followers. We've been reached out to by Gymshark and Diver CEO to help them with their content repurposing to elevate their brands even further. And we've done about 800 million views within a 12-month time period. I'm about to tell you the exact framework that we use to help our clients at Destination Agency. First, filter. We take your long-form video, podcast, video call, or webinar, and we filter this into 3 separate buckets: inspirational, educational, and entertaining. Ideally, you want to get all 3 of these in your long-form content to transfer them into short-form content. Almost every viral video can be divided into one of these 3 buckets, and we need to know what your audience likes the most from your long-form content. For most of our clients, it is educational. However, this can be any of the 3, depending on the goals, right? We then post 10 to 20 times on Instagram Reels under the trial reel function. This high quantity of Instagram Reels gives us fast feedback and lets the platform tell us what is working. And then we go all in on what performs best. Which brings us to part 2, enhance. The best performing videos from step 1 get leveled up to match the expertise of the client. We double down on the winners. We do this by using premium editing methods to gain increased retention, better hooks, build trust and professionability, which is very important, and an instant perception of quality. This all results into more brand awareness for your product or service. Here are some examples of videos that give that premium look, right? Something different that you don't see every day on social media platforms. However, what does premium actually entail, right? Premium could mean a lot of things. However, we like to explain it as follows. We're not just cutting clips, but we're building a content machine that mirrors the quality of your actual service, right? We do this by having a good use of trending audios, by having a good usage of fitting B-roll, and by having a clever and unique use of captions. But most importantly, we need a good idea of content concepts. A good idea of content concepts is extremely important for getting virality, right? For getting your video to do well. So we want to achieve this by creating this funnel. And that's the end goal of this whole process. If we do everything correctly, we get better performing socials. Which brings us to part 3, which is feedback. Every short form post gives us insights. Our team likes to break down hooks, style, messaging, also the quantitative metrics, right? So like view count, shares, comment section, watch time, which platform, etc. From the best performing enhanced content that we can see like right here is an example, right? Like the 100K, 300K, 400K in this picture. We want to study the main pillars of the content. These are: what topic did this short form content talk about? What hook did this use? What type of cuts did we use? Which category was it a part of? Remember the 3 categories that I mentioned earlier? Educational, entertaining, and inspirational, right? Which category does it belong to? This is all very noteworthy information to understand the audience of the brand. That is all very useful to better target potential customers in the future. We store this into a document. This could be a Google Doc, this could be a Word document, it don't really matter. But we make sure that we get a good understanding of what worked and what didn't work. Then, lastly, the best performing premium short form videos we want to turn into new pieces of content, right? The absolute best performing videos we want to use for ads, VSLs, lead magnets, right? These can bring in the new clients. Because we know one thing for sure, I believe Alex Hormozi said this: the best performing organic pieces of short form content, or content in general, are perfect for paid ads, right? They're also the best performing paid ads. So it's incredibly important to organically test things out and figure out what people want to see from your niche. That's where this whole funnel is for. We can also double down on these topics for upcoming long-form content, because if we know what works, we can double down on this so that it will work again and again and again, which all will result into higher client acquisition. And we can rinse and repeat this process over and over and over again, right? Filter, enhance, feedback, filter, enhance, feedback, which will result into the content flywheel that we create for our clients, right? We cut up the long-form video, we test the high-quantity short-form content, we pick the winning ideas, we enhance these with premium editing for the audience, then we post and check statistics, and the absolute best performing premium pieces of content we can either double down on in upcoming long-form videos, and we can use for VSLs, ads, and hard sell content to directly get more clients. And we can repeat this process, right? Rinse and repeat, which will all result into elevated brand awareness and higher client acquisition. If you're interested in doing this method, but you aren't sure what the results will be, we take clients from A to Z with powerful personal branding content or business branding content. And we're currently helping clients with one video 100% for free, right? Done for you, no strings attached. If you're interested in working together with us or just interested in seeing how this all works, you can claim your free video in the description down below. Until next time.